well, make sure you guys know what's going down. About to happen, Captain. There we go. Super hyped about this one. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. For everybody watching and just tuning in, we're literally about to cover the reveal and break it down for everybody, teaching you what I can when it comes to the new systems. I'm not sure how much they're going to reveal today. Hopefully it's everything we need to know when it comes to the builder and things of that nature. That's important. So lock in. It should be fun. Currently setting up the stream as we go. There we are. Let me type something into the chat. Make a little spread for everybody. I need y'all to come over to this YouTube. You can. That's gonna be the channel for all my NBA coverage and all of that good stuff. So it'll be a fun one. All right. Well, stream should be happening very soon. I am going to go over to Twitch. Try to find this NBA page. Hopefully they're just going live or about to go live in a couple minutes. And I will be showcasing what they're showing. And I'm also going to be, dissecting it and giving you guys the rundown on everything. They're not live right now anyways. So we got time, folks. We got time. We got time. I got to be careful too with the audio because I might get a copyright strike. You know how that goes. Over on Twitch, aka x.com, you're going to see me open up a space. That's where you want to be. I know there's a lot of people over there on the regular stream. That's not really necessary. The space is where you can talk and communicate and have conversations and be a part of this rather than just watching the stream, which I'm perfectly fine with either one. You know what I mean? Show love, support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jay with the help on the post. And let me make sure you guys are good over there. I don't usually go into my Twitch, but we're doing it today, folks. But yeah, so I got a lot to say about NBA 2K as a brand, as a game, as a community. There's a lot of discussion from me and a bunch of different people on and off throughout the year. And I do the spaces when I can. And we've had talks about what they feel the 2K needs to do, what it doesn't need to do. And everybody has something different. A lot of people don't realize how diverse and wide the game is. And it's so big that a lot of people to please, a lot of things to do, and kind of crazy. Oh wait, oh, I thought that was a reveal. It was not. It was not. I was about to say, man, why y'all playing with me? But so it's a very diverse scenario in the sense of there's too much going on. And a lot of times people just confuse their feelings with facts, right? My feeling is just a feeling. It comes and goes. It's not necessarily oh, you offended me when you said this, and the person loves you and they didn't intend to, you feel what you feel. It's real in that sense, but it's also shouldn't be blown out of proportion, and we got to look at a better scope. And I think with 2K, sometimes these community events, which you're going to see today, people will go all the way far up, all the way left, and they'll be on two different sides and they might bump heads. But in reality, we all have good points and things that can help the developers, but we got to know how to communicate with each other, conversate with each other, build with each other, respect each other, so that we could start saying like, oh, you know what, that makes sense. Defense does need to get an upgrade. Oh, offense gotta do this better, or offense is this, and adjust that and balance this, and not have it into some drama filled style. That's important. Shout out to Seraph. What's going on, Seraph? Out in India, I believe, man. I got people watching from all over the world. He's on Twitch. I see some people on YouTube. I see some people on Facebook and X.com. The official watch party is beginning in just a second. I currently am trying to get the stream up to make sure that they're live and that I could broadcast it for you guys as we go. As of right now, looks like they're about to go live. So we're gonna watch that, talk about it, and see and break down all the details, and then go deep into the trailer, because they are gonna have a trailer and an article most likely, and we'll dissect everything together. Then later, I want the community's feedback, breaking down what they're feeling or thinking, how they want to go about it. If you're somebody who wanted to be a guest and come by, I apologize. I didn't invite a lot of people to actually speak today, but later I will have an open forum so people to come by in the space. If nobody on YouTube or Twitch knows what a space is, on X.com, aka Twitter, there's a thing called Spaces, which is kind of like a podcast audio where you can just chat. And so that's where we're going to be in a minute on this stream, talking about the games, reveals, and all that good stuff. Okay? Just to be clear. And speaking of good stuff, let me go and put this window capture up real quick. So this is the setup. I'm actually going to big screen this so you guys can see it fully. And so right now, we're going to get some news and some information from these guys. This is the community managers that are doing this event. I actually like the fact that they're doing this. It's kind of like a connecting with the community live. And so they're being able to reveal whatever the trailer is going to show in the article. They're pretty much just reading the article over, but it's a way to connect, man. Like I always talk about developers and managers needing to be direct on social media, answer questions, just talk with people naturally. Don't spoil the game or whatever, but have conversations so that people could have some type of, oh wow, I'm with these people. They're with me. They understand. They're talking with me. They're not some, oh, I'm too good to talk to you type of thing. So I love it, and they have been doing some on and off, and it's awesome. But yeah. And by the way, we're going to be watching the devs. I'm not going to be playing their audio necessarily, just because they're going to be playing music, and they're really just going to read off the article. That's what the developer did last week when they revealed the gameplay last week. It was pretty much just reading off an article. So, oh wait, the trailer is also live right now, so I can actually showcase the trailer itself before we even watch these guys. The official trailer, nope, official trailer's not out. I lied. I was hoping the official trailer came out. But yeah, let's enjoy this, have some fun with it. It'll be fun. Hoping for the absolute best new. I know people probably won't say like it if it's new. People get mad at that stuff. I prefer something totally new. Like something I've never seen, you know, when it comes to it. You know? Oh, damn. Somebody asked, what do you think this year's game's going to be rating out of 1 through 10? I don't know, bro. I'm hyped to play basketball. We'll see what happens. I think that every year I spend almost 1,000 hours. It's top 3 every year. 2K has been top 3 in my most played games every year. You know? This is the old trailer. They're replaying the old trailer. This is the original trailer. I've showcased a lot of this. I ain't worried. I ain't worried about this. You know, we want the good stuff. Why is the audio not on? Oh, I know. Hold on a second, guys. I had it muted. Yeah. This is the old trailer. Ghetto, what's cracking, brother? I'm out here about to dissect this video. Very cool time for me. I play almost 1,000 hours a year or more of NBA 2K. Pretty much like, you know, when you get home and you just want to play something, and you just play for an hour or two. This is what the game I play to do that. And I absolutely love it. And so we're about to get the reveal in a minute. This is old trailer. I've already broke this video down and dissected it. Speaking of that, let me go and sit down for a second. I was standing that whole time. I want to take a break. I've been up since like 5 in the morning, man. All right, so let's get it. He said UFC. I haven't played UFC as much in recent years. All right, so that's the old trailer. They're kind of like repping us for the stream. All I care about is this new info, man. Shout out to Stacks and Evans. He's just telling you we're gonna play MyCareer and MyPlayer information. So far, no news, no information. They're gonna reveal the trailer. It's gonna come out on YouTube, so I might actually skip them and watch the actual trailer when it reveals. It should be coming out now in the next couple minutes. But yeah, hope y'all enjoying, man. We're gonna have fun breaking this down. The space is gonna open up for everybody to join me. If you have Twitter, film. They're just talking about Twitch drops. If you watch their stream, they have Twitch drops. I don't even know what it is. I don't think it's anything good. Oh, there it goes. Earn exclusives NBA 2K4 locker codes. I don't really care. Bro, this game is done in 2 weeks. I'm not playing it again. I want to... All right, so they're just revealing this. This is... They should be giving away 25 rewards. Yes. We're going to be showing the builder, guys. Oh, interview. I gotta let y'all hear this. I gotta let y'all hear this. Will this let me play it? Yo,
y'all know question. Make sure you go
I don't know. I can't.
A lot of people there that play NBA. Answering the question, so make sure you go to our 2k25.
I'm trying to find how to put their volume up so you guys can watch this with me. Might have to turn the music down.
Submit your question. And after this, make sure you stick on. Get on with it. Come on.
Oh, here we go. I got it, guys.
More detail. Let's go ahead.
Courtside report. Let's do it, baby.
Welcome back to our next NBA 2K25 courtside report. Today I'm joined by
Chris is in the building.
Principal producer on NBA 2K25, as well as Mark Little, MyCareer developer. Zach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Now there is so much to talk about for NBA 2K25. This is where fans can live out their hoop dreams and build their legacy like never before. Before we get into MyCareer, let's talk about the MyPlayer Builder.
Yes, sir. My favorite.
When you're building your MyPlayer, you're not just building a legacy this year, you're also building a dynasty for your team. And we understand this is a very integral moment, a very important decision. And so we put a lot of time into ensuring that the various paths that we have in the builder are going to allow all walks of our gamers to be able to make the player that they want to make. To create your own, it's the builder where you just have so many options, changing your position, changing your size.
Okay, we get in the same type of builder.
Your attributes and get to right where you want to go with your builder. All while you can see the
looks almost the same.
Player's eventually going to be equipped with. Ultimately, it's the builder where somebody who wants to mess around with the thousands of possibilities can eventually make the build that they want to. We also have our.
This is my favorite type of builder, anyways.
Playing the game for a long time, they're probably going to want to jump in there as well. There's also another group that wants to jump in there to try to make a unique build that nobody else in the world has made.
This sounds really intriguing. One thing I loved about last year was community members submitting their builds and you guys implementing them into the game. Are those
news coming?
The community builds feature that we had last year, it was really exciting. It was really nice to grab the best build makers that we have out there, be able to have them put their build in the game. Ultimately, people, when they would grab these builds, they felt like they could instantly compete and play with the best gamers out there. They'll be available season 2. We'll be dropping new ones each season with the intention of giving you access to the latest and greatest play styles that are out there.
A lot of new features coming with this new builder system, Zach. What else can you share?
New features coming in for
MyPlayer in 2K25.
In each of these builder paths, there's access to more information than we've ever given you before. You'll see which badges you qualify for. You'll see which takeovers you qualify for in our new takeover system. And you'll also be able to see which animations your player will qualify for.
Oh my gosh, yes!
For whether or not the player is going to move and react
That's
the way that
better.
you want to through the animation system.
I love all that, but I
that is crazy.
love the new takeover system.
I'm so happy with that.
Year, we have 70 takeovers and 14 special abilities. In the builder, you can see which takeovers you qualify for. Once you get into MyCareer, you can swap your takeovers in and out. They all have attribute requirements that determine whether or not you're able to equip these takeovers.
Look at this barbecue
Once
chicken.
You get into the game, you're going to see your takeover meter.
Oh, this is going to be crazy, folks.
Kind of like 5 levels of hotness. Once you hit level 5, the special ability turns on, and that allows you to kind of dominate the game for a short period of time.
Okay, 70 takeovers. What are some of your favorites?
I think the one that I've been gravitating towards the most is barbecue chicken. If you're a hoop head, you know what that name means. It means you're about to put
homeboy's the man,
post
dog.
And turn him into a ragdoll. It boosts throughout the levels of takeover. It boosts your post control, your shot close, and your strength. And then when the special ability turns on, it turns on deep post bag, which essentially allows you to completely dominate the post, again, for a short period of time, in shots, back downs, every post move you can think of. So it's a lot of fun for somebody who likes to play in the post.
Oh, that's going to be
what
crazy.
What can you tell us about badges in 2K25?
This year we have 40 badges. They're a lot more all-encompassing than they have been in the past. Each one of them has a larger impact. And so we're really happy with the badge allotment that we have right now. We feel like we've hit every part of basketball that's important. And ultimately, we're accentuating everybody's play style with these badges.
One other thing I want to talk about is badge progression.
Badge progression is basically how often are you using your badge. The more often you use the badge, the faster it's going to progress. Ultimately, though, if you don't use your badge this year, you won't regress, which I'm sure our fans are pretty happy about.
So it sounds like badges are completely reworked this year in 2K25.
Yeah, so this year we introduced a new level of badge called Legend. It's a level above Hall of Fame. It's pretty difficult to get. You have to raise your attributes pretty high, but ultimately, you know, it really allows you to dominate in that area of the game.
Zach, I'm excited. Can't wait to get my hands on the builder. Thanks for all the new details. And for all of you,
Shout
stay
out to
connected
Chris
to
for the
the
interview.
NBA 2k25.
I'm gonna mute the rest of this because it's gonna be music. Shout out to Chris for the interview. Chris on Chris. Oh wait, there's more. Mark Little.
MyCareer for NBA 2k25.
What did you
My
got
career
for
in
me?
NBA 2k25 is all about building the greatest dynasty in NBA history. You're my player this year, growing up outside of Chicago, and like his idol, Michael Jordan, he wants to build a dynasty that lasts throughout the ages. You can learn about your my player's history and his path to the NBA through an optional flashback story called The Heart of the Dynasty, which you get to relive 4 of his most iconic games in his pre-NBA career, including a high school state championship, a FIBA U19 World Cup, and even an open run with some NBA players where one of the players is not so happy and he got invited. And all these games are available for you to play right away. You can play them at any point in your career, but if you really want to just jump right into your NBA career and start building your dynasty, you can do that too.
So let's talk about creating your own dynasty in MyCareer.
Last year, we introduced the GOAT ranking system. And in that, you're able to see your my player rise up through the rankings and ultimately become the GOAT. This year, we're adding a dynasty rankings, which is more about your team's performance and less about your personal achievements. So we've ranked the 9 greatest dynasties in NBA history. And as your team does stuff like deep
I'm gonna
playoff
go and-
runs,
I'm gonna take
winning
care of that, man.
championships,
We're gonna have
you'll
a
see
good
them
time
rise in
this year.
dynasty rankings until ultimately they get to the #1 spot and displace Michael Jordan's Bulls.
Last
Even
year, you came in
offline,
with GOAT
I got a
level hype.
challenge.
So what
I'll
kind
take
of
it.
prospect is MP in 2K25?
This year, MP is not a GOAT level hype. You're going to have to earn your position in the starting lineup. And if the player in front of you is really good, it's going to be even harder. This will definitely be one of your first obstacles as you try to build your dynasty.
So it sounds like I got to earn my place in the starting lineup. What does the flow look like in MyCareer? Is it key games, every game?
Key games are back this year, and we're really excited about the improvements we've made. This year, you have a lot of control about which key games you play. We've divided the season into 2 halves, and in each half, you'll meet with your coach and GM and select a personal goal. The personal goal you pick is what determines the key games you play. We've even tiered the matchup system, so if your MP is still at a lower level, you'll match up against lower level NBA players, but if you're a 99, you're going to be matched up against the best of the best. If that's not your thing, you could decide you want to try and win the NBA Cup, or maybe you want to focus on winning road games, or maybe in your rookie season you want to show that you're the top rookie in your class. We've even got some key games that are focused entirely about you posterizing other guys. So the personal goals and key games you get to pick from is completely dependent on the build you made, your team you picked, and your current overall. So there's a lot of content depending on the scenario
Nice.
and play style.
Offline
And on
also is
top of that,
popping.
if you successfully complete your personal goal in key games, you get an all-new Dynasty badge. So the Dynasty badges you earn help improve your team and shape the dynasty you're about to make.
This sounds exciting. What about other new features in MyCareer that you can talk about?
There's a lot more than I'm going to be able to go into here today, but I'll give you a few more of my favorites. So earlier I mentioned you can play a FIBA game in the optional flashback story. Well, you can also play FIBA games in our new revised off-season flow. You'll be able to play FIBA friendlies,
Off-season
FIBA
flow.
qualifiers, and even a FIBA tournament that you can invite
Oh.
other NBA stars to join you. And
could
speaking
be
of
fun.
NBA stars, this year we're also adding jersey swaps. So there are optional highlight games on your calendar where you can earn jerseys from players like
Okay.
Jalen Brunson or Victor Wembanyama, only if
Oh,
you
that's tight.
pass the in-game challenges against
See,
their
man,
teams.
little
And you're gonna
offline
wanna
stuff
select
still.
those jerseys because
Offline's
only
not
can
as
you wear them
popular
around
as
the city,
online,
You can
but-
also put them on display in your MyCourt.
You said
That's
MyCourt?
fire.
MyCourt is returning?
I can't talk too much about MyCourt, but I'm confirming MyCourt is back. We know MyCourt's
Wow.
been a feature that people
Yeah,
have
I've been
for a
wanting
long
that.
time, and we're very happy to bring it to 2K25.
MyCourt's back,
All right,
folks.
MyCourt, exciting stuff. I can't wait
Get those
to start building
one-on-ones
my
in.
dynasty in NBA 2K25's MyCareer mode.
That's
Mark,
popping.
thanks so much for joining
I
us.
gotta
and
mute
sharing all-
this so I won't get copyright strikes when the music plays. Shout out to Chris with the interviews, man. He came through clutch, bro. Hey, that was popping. A lot of to unpack, guys. Oh my gosh. It's a lot to unpack right now.
Oh man.
I need that article. Where's the post at? I'm gonna go ahead and read the article. I'm gonna go check out this report and I'm gonna showcase it in a minute too. Right now they're just saying how hyped they are and excited. All right, the blog is about to go up. They're about to read the blog. I'm gonna read the blog. Everybody reading the damn blog. Hey.
Can we bring up the page? Great. So, this
So it's about to go up, but they have it here. We can read through it real quick. Let me move my camera, by the way.
by the way, we got. First thing.
Let's go with the builder. About to go down. So it looks like last year's with a couple of tweaks. It's looking. There's a new badge. What was it called again? I don't even know.
Once you're in the builder,
Yeah, this is the dope part right here. I'm about to show y'all. It's amazing. You can see your animations. Oh my God. I've been bothering them about this every day. Oh. This is a legendary. Oh, that is such good news. That is the news I needed, bro. I've been saying I needed this for years. All right, here goes the courtside report.
So, builder two.
Let's go. Let's go. It's a new attribute called agility. I'm paying attention, by the way.
That's good eye for all of you. There are now.
Stamina is gone. Yo, they dropping gems today. That's way better than before. Oh man. Let's listen.
One more time. Now, you asked about agility. So
Let's
in
listen to
NBA 2K24, the acceleration attribute determined your dribble launching and off-ball movement, but in NBA 2K25, dribble launching is now determined solely by the speed with ball attribute. And then comes in agility, which is the new attribute. And that's going to determine your defensive lateral movement, off-ball launches, and off-ball cuts. So that kind of simplifies things here, makes it very clear which attribute is affecting which parts of your game.
That's crazy.
All right, man. Evan,
That's a lot.
A lot of great information. If you want to know more on that stuff, make sure you hit up the Courtside Report to get even more in depth than what we're talking about right now. One of my favorite things about that is the new stamina system. I really like that. Unlocking body types for all builds. Huge W. I know a lot of people in the chat love that as well. But next, I heard Zach talking about the all new Takeover System. It looked kind of crazy, not gonna lie, when I was looking at it.
Yeah, the Takeover System looks fire.
So let's get into the thick of it with that as well, man.
That
Let's hear
barbecue
about
chicken.
All right, so I know Zach talked about it, but it does work really differently this year, so we want to go through it one more time. This year, as you fill your takeover meter, you'll gradually boost the targeted attributes of each takeover through a total of 5 levels of hotness, as Zach said. This is very different from last year, where you had to manually activate takeover. Now it happens automatically as you perform well. So Zach said one of his favorites is barbecue chicken, and as you can see here, once you hit level 5, it has the deep post bag takeover ability to activate. And I think I saw many of you in the chat asking, did Zach say 17 or 70? He did say 70. There are 72 takeovers this year.
70 new
Initially,
takeovers
you only
is
have
crazy.
access to levels 1 to 3 here. And you unlock levels 4 and 5, each by activating the previous level a set amount of games. And don't worry, we know you're about to ask, takeover level unlocks do carry over between saves.
Fire. Evan.
Damn.
I feel like we're getting hit with a bunch of heat right now. By the way, Evan memorized everything that he's saying. He's not reading off anything. He's literally memorized all this information. He just downloaded.
Shout out to Evan, man.
Right? That's all I got.
So people have been asking me this whole week about badges. And we got a little sneak peek.
Yo,
of the
badges is crazy.
Evan.
I'm looking at the website right now.
Zach explained it. I mean, we want a full list. So can we get a full list? Let's see what the badges are.
Yeah, we can show a full list. But before we do that, I just want to emphasize a point Zach said. This year, your MyPlayer's badges are progressed by activating each badge in games, which kind of matches your playstyle on the court, right? But the change is, badge progress can only increase and does not decrease, even if you don't use a badge. I just want to make sure everybody
That's
heard
so
that part.
fire.
Your badge progress can only increase.
You don't
and
lose
does
progress.
Not drop, even if you don't.
That's a
use it.
W.
So with that said, let's show all 40 badges now on the screen. There are a lot here. I'm not expecting you to read all 40 right now. And don't worry, it is in the blog. So after the show, go to the Courtside Report blog and you can see all 40 badges here, or you can screenshot it now and read it later on your phone. But Zach and our dev team ensured every area of basketball was complemented with useful badges in this new system of 40, so that every play style has different ways to stand out.
Man, there's so
There's
many.
badges that
Oh,
activate
I'm like a
in
kid in a
very
candy
specific
store today.
situations. So, for example,
Try not to
this
smile
year,
too hard, folks.
Shifty shooter that you see there covers all off the dribble shooting, and then set shot specialist covers all standing shooting. So it's a much more simple system this year that I think many people will appreciate. But Stacks, what are some of your favorites?
Some of my favorites, I like Lightning Launch. First of all, I'm gonna just talk about some newer ones because obviously I love ones like Deadeye, Limitless Range. But Lightning Launch, I really like that one. Also, I like Layup Mixmaster. That one, I just really like the name of that one. Also,
I'm just listening to these guys.
Versatile
They showcasing the
Visionary.
new badges.
That one sounds cold as well, man. But I feel like we got a lot of cool badges. Shifty Shooter is one I'm definitely gonna have equipped.
Crazy right
on my
now.
build
Big
as soon as I
W's.
make it. I'm looking forward to using that badge a lot too.
That's a big W.
Likewise.
Yes, sir. But anyway, next we're gonna talk about
Big W.
the badge perks, and let's see what's going on with badge perks, Evan.
Yep, so this was something else not in the video. There are 3 new badge perks, and remember, these badge perks modify the progression of individual badges that you equip them on. So each perk has 2 slots available to unlock because there's 2 tiers of badges this year determined by your MyPlayer's height. So let's read the descriptions. I'm going to pull up the blog actually and read these word for word so I don't mess anything up. But the first one is called Max Plus 1. What this does is it boosts a badge 1 level above its max potential. You must progress a badge to its max potential before equipping this perk. These are unlocked at level 15 for a tier 2 badge slot and level 30 for a tier 1 badge in each season. And at the end of the season, your badges equipped with Max Plus 1 will revert to their original level. That's the first one. Then we've got one called Participation. So badges equipped with this perk will earn a flat base rate amount of progression each game, regardless of how many times they're activated. So if you really want a badge, but you might not use it that much, you can equip it with Participation perk, and you'll get a flat progression even if you don't use it.
Nice.
Then we have Synergy. So badges equipped with this perk will receive progression when your teammates earn progression using the same badge. And just a note here, Participation and Synergy are both earned through rotating season rewards. So again, if you did not get everything I just said, that is in the blog. I pulled the blog right up to read that whole thing for you right now. So if you want to see it again yourself, you can go to the blog and read it.
All
there.
right. Those perks is not bad,
Evan,
yo.
So what you're saying is for you, no offense, not the greatest shooter on the court. Let's be honest. You can activate the Synergy badge perk for, let's say, maybe limitless range, and as long as I'm knocking down shots from limitless range, you'll gain progress towards your limitless range badge as well.
Precisely. And honestly, I think I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm going to be asking you to play with me all the time so that I can up my shooting badges, because I cannot get those up, man. All I can do is sit in the corner.
Yes, sir, man. That is fire. I really love that. So since badge progression can't drop your badges anymore, I know a lot of people, I was happy to hear that. So I know a lot of people in the chat was happy to hear that. That means floor setters must be gone, right? Is that true? Is there anything like that this year? Anything we got to look forward to like that?
So no floor setters, but we do have something new called badge elevators, and these can permanently boost an individual badge up to 3 levels within its max potential. So let's say your badge is currently at bronze, but it has a max potential of legend. With the badge elevator, you can immediately boost it up to 3 levels, from bronze to silver to gold to Hall of Fame. And these elevators will be available to unlock throughout the year from season level rewards. And to keep things balanced, though,
It's pretty much the
badge
same.
elevators earned in the first 4 seasons can boost your
Very
badges
different.
up to 2 levels, and then the ones you earn in seasons 5 to 8 can boost your badges up to 3 levels.
That's a lot to unpack, but yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, Evan. I'm liking what I'm hearing. You can boost those badges up. Super excited about that, man. But what's
3
this
levels
about?
fast. That's pretty good.
About cap breakers, Evan. When I hear the word cap breaker, Evan, it makes me feel like I really need to be in my bag and really need to pay attention to what's going on inside
Cap
that
breaker.
building. Are we breaking
Wow.
caps? Is that what's happening?
Well, we did save the best for last, in my opinion. We saw community feedback that you all wanted a way to not only increase your attribute ratings above their caps that you set when you make your build, which was previously possible, but you wanted that to also use those increased ratings and contribute towards your animation, badge, and takeover attribute requirements. And that is exactly what cap breakers do. So let's say, for example, your ball handle attribute is maxed out at an 85. You can apply 2 cap breakers to play with an 87 ball handle, and then that 87 also unlocks any access to animations, badges, or takeovers that requires an 87 ball handle rating. But before you get worried, there are a few restrictions to ensure this stays balanced. So I'm going to pull the blog up again. This is in the blog. These are the restrictions for cap breakers. Each attribute can only be increased a maximum of +5 above its cap. So you can't use this as kind of like a cheat code to get from a really low rating to a really high one.
Damn.
You can use a cap breaker on an attribute up to its max potential rating allowed by your build's height, weight, and wingspan, which is shown in the MyPlayer Builder while allocating your potential. So this is what it's talking about, is when you're deciding where to put your attributes to add up to 99 when you're first making your build. As many of you know, there's a cap based on your MyPlayer's body dimensions. So the maximum your cap breaker can take you is the maximum there. And lastly, you must progress an attribute to its max potential rating before applying a cap breaker. There are a total of 15 cap breakers that you can earn, and these are all earned through rep rewards, which we will talk about more in a few weeks. But for now,
That's gonna be
only
kind of
cap
crazy,
breakers.
bro.
But I think that's big news for many of you. I've seen so much feedback about this the past year, so I'm glad that our dev
That's
team is
crazy.
able to make it happen for you all, to have cap breakers that affect your animation and signature animation requirements.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now let's go ahead. We got a lot of information about MyPlayer, the builder, badges, caps, attributes, animate, all this stuff. Let's move on now to some MyCareer. Evan, what's new in MyCareer?
Yep, so first up, as Mark said, and I think many of you were excited about this, there is an optional flashback story called Heart of the Dynasty, and that includes your Club League Showcase game, your High School Championship game, which I saw a lot of fun reactions there, the FIBA Under-19 World
Shout out
Cup,
to everybody
and
watching.
an
I
open
appreciate y'all.
run
We listening to all the new
Now, as Mark said, that is
MyCareer
all
and
optional.
MyPlayer
What's
information
cool,
for NBA
about
2K.
this
Breaking
is that
news.
Doing this is how
I'm
you
gonna
unlock
do a deep
the
dive
MyPoints
into it in a
accelerator
minute.
this year, and that increases your MyPoints progression by 5% to help you unlock new attribute upgrades more quickly. So especially at the start of the year when it's your first build, your first save, I definitely do recommend going through this. Go play a high school game, your FIBA game, and then before you go into your NBA career or the city, whichever one you're going to next.
See Jalen Brunson right there in the back. See him.
A lot of information,
All right,
folks.
man. So that's really cool. I know that's for me as a person that loves to play MyCareer, having those options and being able to play high school FIBA, all that stuff is really cool. But moving on, it said Mark said the #1 spot on the Dynasty rankings is, of course, the Michael Jordan's Bulls, and that sounds about right to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Golden State is right up under that. What you got to say about that, Evan? I mean, I know what type of guy you are. I know who you gonna claim, but I don't think bro got real dynasties like that. But anyway, go ahead.
Everybody in the chat knows what I'm going to say. LeBron's dynasty was the
Hey, FR, what's
entire
up, man?
run.
Thank you for
Look
the
at all those
sub.
finals he went to. That whole thing should count as a dynasty. I know he didn't win every year, but that whole thing that should count as a dynasty. That's just my opinion. But yes, our dev team has ranked the 9 greatest dynasties in NBA history, and it is your goal in MyCareer to go from a bench player.
Can
to
you
the
do?
starting
You mean
lineup, become a
snatchbacks?
superstar,
I'm pretty
and
sure
then
you
lead
can.
your
I saw
team
some
to
clips
become
on
an
there.
all-time dynasty and take that
Right now we're
#1
listening to
spot
them
in
break down the
NBA.
MyCareer section of the new reveal that just came out.
What do you think are the other ones? On
This is Dynasty mode for offline people.
I'm pretty
Basically,
sure
you
Steph
play through and
Curry
try to
the
create the
Warriors
best
put on here
dynasty
as a
ever,
dynasty as well,
which
and I think
sounds
that's gonna
fun.
be a
It's like a
popular
cool
one, especially
challenge.
with a lot
I
of
think I
people
can
right
do it
now.
in like 10 games. I'm gonna be able to.
I think maybe the
go
Spurs
crazy.
will probably be there.
We'll see.
Spurs had a nice run.
Maybe I have not seen the full list, so we're theorizing.
There's
with
new
you all in the chat
gameplay
right
I'm
now.
gonna break down as well today.
Magic. Anyway, before we start wrapping up, one of the things I heard about way early on, way long ago, when we would start gearing up for announce, My Court is back. My Court, Evan. My Court. Talk about it, man. This is probably one of the most requested things the dev has probably heard since moving to new gen. My Court, Evan. My Court. Tell me about it, Evan. Tell me, man.
Well, unfortunately, I can't say much more than Mark did just there. So he did tease this. He said when you do jersey swaps with other NBA players in MyCareer, which is an awesome, cool new feature on its own, you can swap jerseys with people, I believe, like Jalen Brunson. I got to confirm that one.
Yeah. I
When
need
you do
that.
your jersey swaps, you can actually display those jerseys in your MyCourt. This has been one of the most asked questions I've seen, not just this past week since we revealed our gameplay, but also the last few years on the new gen versions of NBA 2K. So this is an amazing thing. I see everybody in the chat is happy about this. We will talk more about this later in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, we did ask the team to give us a few more of their favorites for the blog. So we got 2 more cool ones for you here on the stream. If you enter the Hall of Fame in your career, you will get the famous Hall of Fame orange jacket for your MyPlayer, which our cover athlete Vince Carter now has. And you can also wear that around the city. So it's not just for a cutscene, you get the jacket and you can wear that jacket around in the city.
Okay.
And last but certainly not least, I know there's many of you out here that play single player NBA career games as your main mode. And we're excited to say that Season XP can now be earned from NBA career games as well. So XP is not exclusive to multiplayer online modes. You can earn it just by playing.
That's
My
actually
Career
cool
games
when you're leveling
in
up your
NBA
character.
career, and I think that's going to be welcome news to many of you in the chat.
Not gonna lie, that's a huge W. This is my first time hearing that.
That's a big time.
That right there is amazing. Because I love to play online, but a lot of people
I play online a lot, but you got to go offline to build the character.
Offline,
unlock badges, do all that
the
stuff.
fact that I can hit level 40, hooping on.
Now you can
LeBron
actually
James.
do it. That's crazy.
Super excited about that, man. But yeah, it was a lot said today. We went over so much today. A lot of new stuff to process.
That's it. I think they're done for the day.
Man, I'm super excited. See, when things like this happen, it just make me just want to.
Yeah, they're not gonna say much else. They just want to chat. All right, folks. Well, we're about to jump into a space. We're gonna keep the streams going. I'm adding one more stream. I'm up on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X.com, Kick.com, all of the platforms all over right now. But I'm opening up a new one in just a second, and I want y'all to join me on that. We're gonna watch some of the footage breakdown here from today's reveal, and they're pretty much done. Yeah, they're done for the day. Hey, that was a dope stream. A lot of dope information. Super excited about it, man. Really am. It's gonna be a great 2K, man. I'm telling you. It is gonna be good. I still don't have enough to claim whatever rewards. Extra locker codes. All right, y'all ready to talk about this builder? You ready to talk about all this information? You ready to dive into the rabbit hole? I'm going to do it all in one shot, kind of recap it. And then I'm going to have the space open as well. They were just talking about one more thing about the pre-orders. Who cares? We know. All right, so we are pretty much getting ready to break down the official reveal, discuss it, kind of get into what they've talked about, things that they said, and everything revealed. I mean, there's a lot that you're going to be able to do. So it is a dope time. Let me know what y'all feeling, y'all thinking. If you're like me, a big NBA fan, this is a W. A lot of new stuff. Stuff that we already know. The builder looks similar to last year, but they did some tweaks, and they got a whole new system for stamina and a thing called agility. So it's gonna get interesting. Let me go and make sure we're good to go before I continue. About to start up this space on Twitter, literally in a couple seconds. About to go down. Hopefully I got some special guests, guys. Sometimes, really dope heads come by, and I don't even know where to open up my face at. know I did it the other day. Oh. Before we get started, I need to go to the restroom to make sure I'm ready for this. I think it's on. Is it? There it goes. Okay, I see. All right, so I'm gonna be right back. You can watch that trailer. Ask any questions, comments. If you want to be a part of the stream, now is the time. I'm gonna open up a space. We're all gonna chat and just talk about the game and all of that good stuff. So feel free to lock in. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. All right, we're about to do the space. Starting now. And should just be locked in for the day. See. Gonna get interested in here. See who comes through. Can I type in the people you invite? Oh, there it goes. I was about to say, I'm trying to invite. Let's go into gaming. I'm gonna go video games. NBA in here? Got everything except NBA, man. Come on. NBA 2K. They don't even have the NBA. This is kind of disrespectful. They have NBA players, not actual just the NBA. Makes no sense. They got all the other sports, even hockey and soccer, and bro, what's wrong with these people? Go with basketball. Video game news. We'll keep it like that. All right, here we go. We're gonna start this up. I'm gonna record it and just go. There we go. Hopefully my mic is somewhat muted. Yeah, it is. There it is. Okay, so give me a second, guys. I gotta go through a stream. Spark up a space. Now, spark it up, baby. Where is it? There it goes. speaking of that, before we get started, let me look through some of what I wrote. Wrote something important earlier. Hold on. NBA 2k25. Community meetup. There it goes. Trying to post this. There it goes. All right, let's see who come through, man. I know everybody's probably busy on their own streams. A lot of people said they're gonna be busy. I ain't even mad at you. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna make myself a co-host. Oh, my mic muted? What's going on with this? There it goes. And information. So I'm excited about what's coming. For everybody watching, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and other platforms as well. A couple hundred people watching. We appreciate you over there. This space specifically is on x.com/ Twitter, whatever word you want to call it. That's what this space is from. So just know that, so you can join if you want to chat, because I'm going to open the floor and have everybody talk about what they're feeling, what they see, what new things we got, all that cool stuff. So it's definitely doable, guys. All right. So all are welcome, and we'll see what happens as time goes. Let me invite some people as a matter of fact. Let's see. Just in case they're gonna be like, I'm busy. Come on, man. We're gonna bring in a couple. I had to do it, bro. Only like 2 or 3 people. Let's see. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about what they just showcased, and everything you're watching. If you're viewing, you're gonna be able to see it. And if you're just in the chat, let me know. Reply in the comment of this thread so that we can talk to each other and have a discussion about things before I open up the floor. More people will probably come in a minute. Give it some time as we go forward and lock in for the hype. All right, I'm very hyped. So there's a ton of confirmation, which I'm gonna go through right now and kind of give you a quick look at what has been revealed.
and talk about it too and showcase it on my stream. But I'm gonna also be careful to make sure that people that can't see, they're just listening, that you can also hear and know what's going on these as we continue to break it down. All right, here it goes. I think y'all probably want to see the gameplay or you want to see the website. We'll find out right now. I'm gonna leave the gameplay stuff on for a moment while we talk about what they say. So first of all, MyPlayer's very different. It's the same overall structure of how to make a build, which I'm going to showcase in a minute, give y'all like some visuals. But it's also very new with some different elements as well. And so I want to break that down as well, get into what's so different compared to previous games. So first things first, if you look at the bottom, there's a thing called attribute now. Stamina is gone, and they said that that's going to be replaced. And we're going to dive into how that's replaced and how it all works in a minute. But super cool. And exciting. There's rebound, which has its own color, which is something new to me. It's in purple instead of red. Usually it's on defense. So I'm curious on how that's going to play a role now that they're doing that system. So it's separate, and how is that going to work? So those two things are the biggest takeaways, on top of there being a brand new badge as well, which we're going to dive into a little later, but it's red. And yeah, that's crazy. And there's tons of takeovers, man. There's so much information. I gotta like run through it just to kind of get into it. You know? And so yeah, that's what's going down. So pretty hyped, pretty dope. I'm gonna, reveal more of some of this. I do want to showcase the badges. There's a lot of them, and we're gonna run down the article very quickly so you guys can see it for yourself, and then we'll get into more as we go. So here we are. Everybody's moving over back and forth and messaging me, man, there's like 5 spaces open. Oh, damn. First of all, I'm not here to compete with other spaces. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 on social media, and that's okay. I'm not even tripping. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing here. Basically, create your own build, and there's some information here. I felt like Evans went through a couple of good information, and the actual video did well as well. They have community builds being back, and then the attribute refresh. They talked about how stamina is now needing to be earned, and you have 5 physical attributes: speed with ball, speed, agility, strength, and vertical. I love this. I really need to know more about agility because that's super interesting, but we'll get into that later. It says stamina is now earned through the Gatorade gym workouts, which I don't know how I feel about that. Each player starts off with an 85 stamina. That's crazy. Imagine I make a build that's so no stamina necessary, and 85 is pretty high. Standard anyways, so that's dope. Doing a workout adds 2 stamina attribute points regardless of your workout results. You can do up to 4 workouts each week. Once any of the players reach a 99 stamina attribute rating, it is permanent. So that means you're going to be able to boost up your stamina in like 7 weeks. So that's like 2 months of the game being out. You have max stamina for any build, which is kind of sounds crazy to me. And then there's as an added bonus for hitting the gym, if you get at least 3 stars on all 4 weekly workouts, you receive a temporary boost meter, and then you unlock a body type for your player. Okay, so if you get 3 stars or more, you're going to be able to get that boost, the typical boost. Once you have 12 unique workouts at the Gatorade Center, it's 12, not 7. You will unlock Workout Warrior, which gives you a 99 stamina and a permanent turbo meter boost. This is crazy good. And then you unlock all of the body types across all new and existing saves. That is probably some of the best news. So one thing I hate is the whole every build having to do the workout and having to do this and having to do that. It's saying it's going to give me 99 stamina, permanent turbo boost, and all of the body types. And I'm hoping that means for all the saves. All of that is for all the saves. 12 unique workouts. So, and that's 3 weeks. I mean, no, that's 4 per week, right? So that's 3 weeks. Yeah. There's no way it's 3 weeks. That would be crazy. I think I'm misreading that. All right, so here we go. Back in the day for 2K24, acceleration attribute determined your dribble launching and off-ball movement. For 2025, dribble launching is determined solely on speed with ball. So they actually made it right, because that's what it should have always been, and there was an issue in the community with that. Shout out to the people who hit me up that they can't make it. I appreciate you. That's like 5 people right now. Like, hey man, I'm at work. Oh damn. I appreciate y'all, man. Damn, I'm out here with a lot of viewers on my YouTube streams and all that, but the space is dead, bro. Damn. Okay. I guess I shouldn't be doing spaces, man. Y'all humbled me. Okay, so that's good news. Then it says, while defensive lateral movement and off-ball launches and off-ball cuts are determined by the attribute called agility. Ooh, okay. So you're gonna want high agility as a defender. And you're gonna want for off-ball. Hey, that could be a dope attribute. We might completely ignore it if we're doing a non-defensive build, but yeah, that's what's up. Damn, Daniel. But yeah, I like it. Hold up. Just set it up. But so that is crazy to me. First of all, like, that alone is changing the game, because we kind of cheesed it up and put our attributes in specific places. We do it every year. I'm a part of the problem. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It is what it is. Y'all can hate me all you want, but I try to get the best build possible. As you guys know, you got to spend VC to upgrade your character at times, and it's like, I want the best outcome. So I am gonna math this and figure it out. Will attribute be a dead stat? Defensively, they're saying your lateral movement is going to be useful. On a defensive build, I'm probably going to have attribute high. On a straight up offense, no defense type of point guard that's just a scorer, I will most likely take that out. You get me? Like, that's how I feel. Shout out to everybody on YouTube and other platforms. Come on over to Twitter if you want to chat, because right now we're a little slow. There's a lot of spaces open over there. Probably stayed on these streams, which I've been doing. But for all those watching visually, I'm looking at the builder right now and trying to help people understand that attribute is a new stat that affects a lot. So your defensive lateral movement, your off-ball movement, these are important, like your cuts. You're going to be able to get animations that are probably going to be way better than the standard person. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do there. I think that's going to be the controversial stat, because speed with ball for the first time will be the #1 on ball movement, which is going to be very important. And as you can see, I'm showcasing that right here. The only other thing that's kind of curious about this builder's attribute setups is the purple rebounds. So normally rebounds are red, you know, shooting is green, finishing is blue, playmaking is orange, and then now rebounds are on their own category, which they didn't break down and talk about. So I'm actually very curious. Hopefully somebody could ask the developers what they're talking about and why they're doing that. Yeah, it's looking good. It is looking good. I'm looking at a 6'9" wingspan, a 6'2" point guard at 184, and he's a 98 overall. Has some amazing finishing, some decent shooting, really great playmaking, and okay defense. Not really anything too crazy. What I would change on here, he's not a defensive player, so why have that spread the way they have it? I would take off agility on this build, and I'm gonna post this on my social media for all those that are not being able to watch this and you're just on the spaces. I appreciate y'all coming, or if you're watching this later. So I would change this. I would take off some dunking. I'm not going to be a heavy dunker at 6'2". I'm only going down there to quick dunk or something. I'll put my standing dunk a little higher because, as you guys know, standing dunk's been great every year. I don't know about this year, but we'll find out. I would probably lower my mid-range and turn up my 3 a little more from 82. See what other shooting badges I can get. You got to look at this through the badges. It's really about what badges you're unlocking. And then from there, we'll see. So far, it looks like it's going to be very restrictive on the builder. This person didn't make a build that I would make, first of all. And nobody ever does when they make these quickies. But yeah. If you want to talk, we're going to open up the floor in a second. I'm just breaking down the article and all the key information to make sure everybody knows what's going down. So here we go. We're going to dive into some more stuff. Where was I? Earn badges through the stamina. We read all that. Okay, we read all that. So now we're going to takeovers. Takeovers is very interesting. They're introducing 72 takeovers, 14 takeover abilities. Each takeover targets different attributes and has 5 level ranges. Level 1 is heating up all the way up to level 5. And they actually unlock automatically. And that's pretty interesting. It's pretty different. At level 5, you trigger the takeover ability. This is key. Most dominant player on the court for a short period of time. Got it. That's going to be interesting. It's a new system. They have so many different takeovers, which I'm really hyped about. And hopefully y'all into it. If you're just tuning in on Space, I need y'all to show love on YouTube also, because that's where we are doing the visual part of it. But right now we're having this as well. And I got to be better organizing these, man. I did a last minute space and there's like 15 people doing spaces, and I got to be more considerate. All right, so there are 40 skill badges, which is crazy. There are 40 skill badges in 2025. Similar to takeovers, each badge has unique attribute requirements. Okay, this is different. When you're building your player, you are able to see which badge you have for the potential. That we know about that. These 40 badges are split across 2 tiers, determining the player's heights. Right? You got to activate the badge just like last year, but this year you're not going to lose the badge. Once you max it, it's going to stay there. It never decreases, basically. So that's fire. And there's a bunch of them. We're not going to go through every single one. I'll talk about that later. But that system is looking better than last year. People don't like all this digression where you decrease your badges and go through the struggle. But yeah, so that's fire. And now let's talk about badge perks. This is a different feature here. There are 3 new badge perks that can modify progression for individual badges. Okay. Each perk has 2 slots available. All right, so max +1 boosts a stat 1 level above its max potential. All right, participation badges equipped will earn a flat base amount each game. And then synergy badges equipped with this perk will receive progression when your teammates earn progression using the same badge. That's interesting. That's like for a center. Or no, maybe a shooting guard. I don't know. The big one that I want to talk about and give y'all a reveal on before we open up the floor to some people to chat. Cap breaker, folks. Last but not least, cap breaker. We saw the community's feedback. They wanted a way to not only increase attribute ratings above their max potential capacity, cap set on the build creation, but also have them ratings contribute towards animations, badges, takeover attribute requirements. And that's exactly what cap breakers is. This is crazy. This is kind of breaking the game. We're going to break the game with this. I'm calling it now. First build I'm going to make is a cap breaker version so that it might not be good at the start, but once I get the cap breaker setups, we going to go crazy, guys. We going to go crazy. All right, so for example, let's say your ball handle attribute is maxed at 85. You can apply 2 cap breakers to play with an 87 ball handle rating. Also unlocks access to any animation badge or takeover that requires an 87. There's a few restrictions to ensure balance of the game. Each attribute can be increased to a max of 5, which is a lot. You can use a cap breaker on an attribute up to the max. This is like last year, but just for attributes, which is kind of crazy. Man, that's crazy. All right, so cap breakers are the #1 deal breaker that we're gonna do some crazy with, folks. Hey, raise your hand and request if you're trying to jump into this form. There's a lot of MyCareer stuff, guys, and we're gonna dive into it in a minute. But right now, I'm just doing me right now. Let me fix my invite system. I was bothering these guys that said they working. All right, we're almost good to go. But yeah, so for the MyCareer, one of the biggest ones for people that play online, I play online a lot, pretty much my whole time. And then I have offline to level up a new MyPlayer that I create. If I want to like grind some badges, I'll go offline. all that stuff when necessary. But you don't gain any season rewards. You don't get anything. And now they're saying you can get season rewards, which I thought was crazy for them to implement that. And then they have a lot of fun features like the Dynasty rankings, which is fire. They should have online Dynasty rankings. I feel like MyCareer should be a blend of offline and online. If you want to participate in online competitiveness, you can do that. A new system for key games, which is crazy good. I'm definitely going to look into that because, you know, you play a key game, you get more XP. It's a better matchup for you. There's specific rewards in it for you. Very good stuff to go through. They even got stuff for offline as far as like the FIFA games and a tournament that you can play after the season's over. Jersey swap games. You know, bunch of stuff. Pretty tight, those. All right, y'all. I am hold on a second. I see a lot of people asking me, what about the gameplay? Let's play that real quick. Want to see some gameplay? In this footage is actually new. I haven't took the time to really dissect the new gameplay. I'm assuming it's better than before, but we're going to let this run for a second, and I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back. And we're going to break down and open the floor to whoever wants to chat. It's looking like I'm going to have to move over to the other space, man. Give me a little second. I'll be right back. Sorry. Yo, I'm about to jump on this space with some other people. If you're listening to this, you're better off watching the live stream versions where I showcase everything, and I'm going to dive deeper into it. I'm going to jump into this space. I'm not sure how safe it is for me to be in there, but we're going to try. All right, so lock in and head over there. I'll probably post it, if anything, if I get on for a little while. But if you want to just watch the rest of the stream, you can just come chat with me over there. All right, Mad Gamer INC. I have the coach.
Yo, sorry for everybody that's watching on the live stream. I'm trying to jump into this space. There it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, we is old. We
Yo, and
old.
they get to monetize all that
We old as
cosmetic
shit.
stuff too. They monetize all that.
It's probably because of Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie.
These guys are just talking crazy. They're not even. I'm gonna have to just jump out of this in a minute. They're not really discussing things. For some reason, my space is not working. Space is not working.
And if you want to play together, you can still play together, you know?
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the audio is weird. Not popping up. Showing I'm in the chat, but I'm not being able to talk with them. Was gonna chat real quick, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be on here long. I can't let y'all hear the actual conversations between me and them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, they're still talking the same crap. Come on, bro. Everybody watching, we're gonna just do our own thing. I'm actually gonna record some videos while we're here. There's a lot of information.
Same thing. It's like watching a movie. It's like, oh shit, it's the same thing. It's just a different season.
I don't
Right,
dis-
right, it's
again.
like-
I
it's
don't.
like
I don't disagree with you. I just don't think the environment in terms of.
All right, there we go.
Y'all want
I got
it
it.
to be old school 2K16, 2K15 type parts, which I don't mind. Again, I was there. I love those parts. But again, I don't think it's as big of a deal that they're not as realistic anymore. As long as the gameplay is good. I think if the gameplay is bad and it's not realistic, then we have a problem.
We
But
did say the same thing when 20 like got the same neighborhood, but like the gameplay made up for it.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Go
that's
ahead,
that.
Cole.
I mean, that's the that. I mean, you know, at that point though, like even with 20, like I get that. You know, that definitely was 20 definitely had a play in that, but it's like we also were on like fuck it. We were. You gotta remember the main thing. Like I don't like bringing up 20.
These
It's
guys.
because you have to remember.
COVID.
It was
Everybody
COVID,
watching, these
bro.
are spaces
like,
that we
COVID,
host
like people didn't
all the
We
time.
didn't have
Yeah.
shit to do, bro. we ain't had,
I was about to say,
we
I
ain't
think
had shit to do,
I-
bro.
you got to take accountability, bro. Also, 2K is just 2K. Just because people still playing the game, like the gameplay good, yeah, that don't mean like people don't look at stuff like that and like take it on with them and be like, damn, 2K still not listening. They still not, you feel me? that just because the gameplay good, that also, bro, that it's the gameplay make up for
These
a
guys
lot,
are
bro.
just
But at one point, at some
funny.
point, the gameplay just gets
These are not
dry,
my
bro.
hosted
Like,
version of it. This is their
if
hosted
everybody,
version.
if it's a meta again, the same moves, bro, the gameplay gonna get
Yup,
dry. So the environment
that's
picks that
and
other side
that's
up,
something
bro.
I explained too. I explained that too. Like, listen, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, they got over 700 animations, right? Like new ones, right?" But that's not gonna matter if we can only use 10.
But
You feel
again,
me?
this is what this is what I'm telling you. This is why I want to stay on track. If the gameplay is fantastic, let's say the builder, the dribbling system is amazing, y'all get crazy combinations like it was back in the day. I'm trying to kind of put it to the fact of I don't think the environment, if the
Boom, I agree, boom,
if
I
the
agree.
environment is nice looking, but it's not 2K20 or look realistic parks, are we really gonna care that much if it is at least pretty?
No. If it's fun, I get what you're saying. If it's fun, we're not gonna care. We're not gonna care that much into it. I feel like the reason this is the thing, right? And boom, now that you say that, like I'm hearing you out a lot better. But I get what you're saying. The having the environment would play a partial part of it, and it would make it feel better. But you're right. If the gameplay was good, you're not gonna care because the game you're having fun, and that's what I'm saying. You know the main reason why everybody complains about the futuristic parks and stuff. Of course, we want some of us. The main reason why people complain about the futuristic parks is literally because they feel like, oh, 2K is too busy doing this, and this is why the game plays like this. You get what I'm saying?
Which is not how that works. But yeah,
but no, I know, but that's what people think. People think like, oh, they're too focused on this, and that's why the gameplay isn't where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people think.
I think the court layout played a part of it too.
I'm just gonna let them talk until they give me the floor. They're gonna give me the floor in a minute.
Exactly. Yup. I'm always
bro, you gotta jog 30 miles to a court, bro.
That matters. The courts, where the courts laid out are matters. I don't think the environment in terms of what it looks like as much, as long as it's not like gold like 2K18. I don't think the environment of if it being realistic or not matters as much as us old folks try to make it do.
And as long as the environment doesn't cause latency issues, because I remember when Rise first came out, don't you remember?
Yo,
over there,
fellas,
they fixed it.
What's
But there
good?
was
What's
a
good?
deal
Peace
to
and
where
love
they
to
would have
everybody. Real
major
quick, I
lag
got
issues
something for
and
y'all.
stuff trying to play in those courts where it wasn't happening on the elite side, and it was
Yo,
because
can
of
you
the
hear me?
environment.
Yo,
All right,
fellas.
so check it, man. Let's talk
What's
about
good?
the
What's
damn
good?
news.
Peace
I
and
don't
love
want
to
to hear about
everybody.
none of
Real
that
quick, I
bullcrap.
got something for y'all.
All right, let's talk about the fact that there's
there
no
only
more
5
stamina
bets?
in the actual
Yo, can you
builder.
hear me?
Let's talk about the fact that
can hear you.
there's
Yeah,
agility,
only 5
which
Alright,
is gonna
so
be
check it, man. Let's talk
for
about the
things like
damn
off
news. I don't
ball.
want to hear about
Let's
none
talk
of that
about the
bull crap.
new that
All right,
actually
let's
they,
talk about the fact
since
that
we were
there's no
breaking
more
the game.
stamina in
Speed
the
with ball
actual
is gonna
builder.
make
Let's
sure
talk
that
about
it's
the fact that
actually
there's
useful
agility,
and it's
which is gonna
definitely gonna
be
be viable
for
from what
things
they're
like
saying
off
and the way
ball.
they set
Let's talk
this
about
up
the new
in the
that
article.
actually they
It looking
since we were
like
breaking the game.
those
Speed
changes
with
are
ball is
big
gonna
because of
make
what we've
sure that it's
done with the builder
actually
and how we played and we make
useful, and
builds.
it's
So
definitely gonna
that's
be
a
viable
big
from what
deal
they're
in my
saying and the
opinion
way
as
they
far
set
as
this
a
up in
conversation
the
starter
article.
on
It looking
what
like those
this
changes are
means
big
and
because of
how
what
this
we've
is going to play
done with the
out.
builder and how
So
we
now
played and
you
we
don't have
make
to worry about
builds.
stamina. You can
So
earn it at
that's a
the
big deal in my
Gatorade gym,
opinion as
right?
far as a
Cool. So
conversation starter
that's a attribute that I
on
don't got to worry
what
about. But
this
agility has a
means
lot
and
of big
how this is gonna
factors and
play
it's
out.
very important
So now you don't have to
for
worry
like
about
off
stamina. You're gonna
ball
earn it at the
defense,
Gatorade
things like
gym,
that,
right?
off ball
Cool.
cutting,
So that's a big, that's
just
an
off ball
attribute that I
launches
don't
in
gotta worry
general.
about. But agility
So
has
that
a
could be a
lot
big
of big
role for the
factors and
defensive
is
side.
very
I look at it,
important
and then also for people
for
off
like
ball.
off ball defense, things like that, off ball cutting, just off ball launches in general. So that could be a big role for the defensive side. I look at it, and then also for people off ball.
About that though. So agility sounds great, right? It
I was
has
thinking the
all
same
your
thing.
off ball movement is like determined by that. Off ball launches, all of that. The thing is, if there's a speed differential or not, that's what's gonna determine if that badge,
Agreed.
and if that attribute actually is worth something. Because if there isn't a speed differential, I guarantee you what's gonna happen is that a lot of people are going to neglect that part and just focus on speed and focus on perimeter defense and everything else because it's not gonna make a difference.
It's like the slippery off ball badge. Nobody really cared about that badge.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Slippery off ball was actually really good in competitive states.
That shit was
I ain't gonna
shifty,
lie,
bro.
slippery off ball
That
was
was
OP.
shifty.
It was
for
OP
real,
as
especially in
fuck.
pro am, bro.
But that's why I said the agility sounds great. When I saw that they broke it down into what it actually meant, that's gonna be one of those wait and see type of.
Yeah, I mean they addressed the issue, which was last year. They specifically said in the article last year, acceleration determined your dribble launches, but they're saying this year that it's going to be speed with ball for your dribble launches. So
Yeah, bro. It's almost like they know what meta builds are, bro. They're pretty much updated on the builds we've been making. Like they pretty much just making those changes, bro.
And
Yeah,
I'm
but
looking right now, like speed with ball is tied in with ball handle now. So it's like, damn, like, that's crazy.
no,
That shit is
speed with ball
crazy as fuck,
is
bro.
just its own attribute. It determines.
Oh,
It's
'cause
no
I
longer.
just seen.
No, it's speed with ball is still its own attribute. It's just now no longer. It's your launches is no longer determined by agility. It's determined by the speed with ball only.
Now
The
right.
thing about this too is though, now people are gonna go for the most, but one of the biggest things is though, we have to actually hope that speed with ball actually works. Because y'all seen what happened last year with acceleration and speed with ball. That shit did
Can I
not
chime
matter.
in on that real quick?
yeah, they
You
just
go
took
ahead.
it off. That's what I was just explaining in the
Yeah.
article. They explained that they're like, oh, we messed up.
But I'm saying like even though I'm gonna give you an example, right? Someone I've been playing with for years, right? They sent me a picture saying that strength is gonna matter, bro. And strength hasn't really it's mattered, but it hasn't really mattered in a sense of like boxing out and stuff like that.
It mattered
Like
for defense, my
every
opinion.
year they've been saying that, and it's never really mattered. So it's
So
like
we're gonna say strength didn't matter this year.
no,
I was just gonna say the same argument, bro.
Listen. I'm gonna go to the message right now. Actually, that you say that, boom, because
Boom, you know it matters for defense.
I ain't gonna lie.
You and I
I
both
played
know
defense on a
strength
6'2" point guard this
what you
whole
needed
year.
this year.
Yo, I think
In order
strength.
to
I think
compete.
strength will matter, bro.
okay, look, so
Like,
like it's like someone said, like, listen, I can stop a 6'10" in the paint on a 6'1". Like, you know what I mean? Like
That is facts.
and like
facts.
you know, like
But that's in the paint. We're gonna sit here and pretend.
that's
like
what
I said, like
I'm
on the
saying, though.
perimeter, speed.
But that's
I
not
mean,
no.
strength
I
wasn't
get,
crazy.
listen, no, as a lock, I get it. But I'm saying in a post, that's supposed to matter though. It's like you're a big man or whatever.
Absolutely, but also
know,
post has
For
been
everybody
really
listening,
growing
I'm
for years, so I'm
I'm
not
in this
Facts.
space, but I'm
like
about to leave.
here's my thing.
Uh,
If speed has to matter.
Yo,
but yeah,
You
we're gonna be
can't
doing
have
spaces
smaller
consistently.
builds
You want to come to
without
them on
having speed differentials
x.com
between
slash
them.
twitter.com.
That's when you blow by people, even if they're stronger than you.
A lot
Like,
of
if
great
you
people
are
come in
slightly
there
out
and
of
hang.
position and I'm
Yo.
faster, you should be able to blow past
what's going
that
on?
person.
Yo,
I want all the attributes to match.
Yo,
not just
the Red City.
just specific ones. The speed with ball has to actually matter because then that allows launches to be good.
Yo,
Like, what's good?
what's going on?
Yeah.
Yo, the Red City.
Yo, to touch on strength, you're not lying. Strength does not matter on this game because, like, bro, patch one, right? I was just playing with the builder. Like, I have a 99 strength, I got a 95 strength, and I got a 90 strength build, right? So, just say hypothetically, right? I hold a box out, LT, hold a box out. Nigga, they're not breaking the box outs. As long as you know how to hold a box out, I have a build with a 99 strength.
Everybody's swallowing.
I get the same amount of box outs with every single strength.
These guys are
As
funny.
long as you know how to hold a box out, it doesn't matter.
But this is
But
why
that goes
I
to
say
the
this.
point that was
Again.
already
Why I say
aged,
this.
though.
So when it comes to strength on this
bro,
game,
we don't know.
so when it comes to strength on 24, it does not matter.
Bro,
So
I
we're
have
lying.
a 6'2". I
That's
literally
cap.
box out on
That's
my
cap,
shit,
bro.
bro.
We're not
No,
gonna
it
let you
doesn't.
inform me
It
like that.
does not, bro. I
Guys,
swear it doesn't.
guys.
The
This is
only
why
time.
words
Hold on. Let me
matter.
finish. Boom. Let me finish. The only time I'm feeling the difference for real is when I'm setting a screen. Cause strength, when it comes to screens, I'm feeling the difference. Now, in terms of me holding a box out, I'm not feeling the difference. I
So
swear
this
to
is
God.
why you need to be specific. Strength matters on the perimeter. Ask a
Strength
guard.
matters offensively, but defensively, boom,
Ask
boom,
right now.
like, you know, let me
Come on,
finish.
guys.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You guys be wild.
So in terms of the defensive aspect, the only time strength matters for real is when you're setting a screen. But defensively, as a big, I have a 90, a 95.
Everybody watching, this is a space that we do.
It does not. I
Pretty
don't feel the
good.
difference as long as I hold the box out. I don't
Some of the
feel
stuff these
difference.
cats are saying, I feel like they're not playing with the right people.
In terms of setting a screen, I feel the difference from a 90 strength from a 99. I feel, or from a 95 to a 99. I feel the difference. But defensively, I don't feel the difference.
So this is what I'll say to that. This is why words matter. In the paint, you're absolutely right. Strength doesn't really matter. Really, honestly, a stick because you can break box outs easily if you know how to actually use the stick. But on the perimeter, there's a reason why every single lot in competitive states is having 90.
So shout out to follow over there.
Bumps, guards,
Yep, I see.
forces them to up the ball. There is
Yeah, people argue.
in terms of Western has obviously there's room for improvement. That's not one thing. But to sit here and pretend like there's strength in Magic is a complete
I'm just talking about first box out. You're talking about rebounding. Cool, but you can't say that because in movable fortress was one of the best defensive badges you could have.
Okay.
I had a shorter big. I had like a 6'9" big, and I made sure my strength was high so I could keep up with the inside centers. And because I had a movable fortress, I could force them to go out of bounds and force them to get the ball. So like what you're saying is, on offense, play on offense. If you had high strength, you had higher chance to get bulldozer, and that match is OP if you had it. I think
Someone said I think anticipation position matters more than strength on the perimeter. If you to the right spot, you can put somebody back. I have 25 straight and bump all the time.
That's true. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm not debating what you're saying to where it doesn't.
I'm talking about all this.
But I'm saying I have with silver bulldozer, and it's really all about positioning. Like you know how to hold a box out. That's what I'm saying. If you know how to hold a box out, you know how to maintain positioning. It doesn't matter.
Hey fellas,
I'm just speaking on personal experience. I'm the best every single year, bro. It's not something I'm gonna know.
Yo, everybody, I came in here to talk about the news, man. I came to talk about the damn news.
It doesn't matter on this game. I've seen a heavy build right now. Heavy center build.
Y'all dragging the whole thing.
We're talking about the news, man.
I can't tell you that. You get it.
Hey, Coach, we're talking about the builder. We're talking about this other arm. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, y'all dragging the whole thing, bro. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, bro. Cut it out.
There needs to be a strength differential that needs to be the attributes have to matter. Agility sounds great in concept, but if perimeter defense is significantly better to have than the lateral quickness that it's supposed to give you the agility, then that's going to be the determining factor. That's something that we can't turn into our hand in game. That's why I still hear people laugh. That's why we lie them a lot because they give us the numbers of what is going to be better in what situation.
Yeah,
nah, we talking that shit, so I ain't gonna lie.
All I was saying is overall, I trust your rating. I'm just saying there's no reason. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like overall, there's no reason why I should be maintaining the box out and not having a problem against somebody with a bulldozer compared to my silver. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. There's no reason why.
I feel it, but again, I already told you, you have to be specific. It works on the perimeter, it doesn't work in the paint. That's the difference.
Yo, did y'all see that there's a purple for the rebound now instead of it being red like the defensive?
I ain't gonna lie, it's just water.
Wait, what you talking about?
Defensive and offensive rebounds in the builder used to be red. Now it's purple. It's its own color.
It's probably tied into like interior defense.
That's because it's only if you look at the badge thing, which I played in from 2K last, they tell you what badges are. So like the rebounding only has two badges, which is the box out piece and the rebound chaser. They made it like they said they streamlined a lot of badges. The thing that I'm really like focused on is I don't see blinders. And my thing is how did they get? They said 70 plus takeover. Is blinders now considered? Is it a takeover or did it encompass? And like that's the question.
70 takeovers, bro.
Yeah,
that's like it's possible.
Takeovers is old.
It's how are they gonna go about doing that though? Like you said, they're gonna make old badges. The I guess the goal to get it. Like I'm so confused on that because I didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Blinders might just be mixing with Deadeye now because
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but we don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. We know that the reason why Right Crystal was so OP last year is because it's stacked with gloves, right? If they've just taken that away and made it to where each badge just encompass everything, right? Blinders only activated in certain situations. Does that mean that blinders A is a takeover or is it encompass in Deadeye?
Yeah, Splash was saying some shit like that too.
Speaking of takeover guys, you actually get them naturally, gradually, and you don't have to activate them at all. They'll just pop up. There's 5 of them. So you kind of got a point there. It's possible, boom, that as I go, I'm turning on blinders on my level 2 takeover, or maybe a stick as well. Maybe that's on like tier 3, level 3, whatever, and it unlocks naturally as I play. I start going better and I end up buffing it up. Well,
yo, all y'all shut the fuck up. Y'all suck at 2K.
So to carry off with
Hey, bro, this shit crazy. I ain't gonna hold it.
Yo, all y'all shut the fuck up. Y'all suck dick at 2K.
He weird as shit.
Bro, got a picture.
Oh, boy, who that? Tell me about this kid, man.
I gotta be one person, bro.
Oh, man.
I remember that last year, Red, so we can stage fucking shit into.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Boom about like these new legends here, and like with defense, like what that's probably gonna mean on defense. That's probably crazy.
Yeah, I was just about to say
Here's my thing with the badges. Y'all know badges are more important than have been more important than attributes, right?
Yes.
The only way I see legend badges is worth it is if it actually trade you. You know, the attributes like you went this year Hall of Fame. All you need to do is get the Hall of Fame badge. You didn't need anything outside of it. If this makes it to where if you invest a bunch like that's the back 99 I put in my video about ball handling, like you have to have 98 ball handle to get the legend badge from the lightning launch.
Yeah, you know.
If it's crazy OP, it makes it amazing.
Yeah,
I feel like they are. I like the way it works because Wolf actually like he in that space, that like constantly in that space. So if anybody he said they're gonna be figures like the last. That's what I was thinking about it. Like this might be like 2K's way to like incentivize people to make like go back and make like pure builds. Like if you upgrade your shooting like mid range and reach all the way to 99, you already did like damn near all those guys at legend, and it was so over.
See, my only thing with that is like I don't know if y'all picked this, and I'm like how y'all feel about 1 7 all that was said about defense, bro. I feel like Bryce needs to look at the badge right now. I feel like the only thing that like highlights on the build just in general because you say look at actual build. Yeah, I feel like Bryce needs to look at the badge.
attributes for each category. But shooting, playmaking, skill, and attributes. Defense really has like 4 or 5 actual attributes and obviously effective. And all of the offensive attributes for each category. Shooting, playmaking, and that's another thing. It's like shooting is pretty much, like earlier, like slide everything on forward. Them removing it, it's like, I mean, everything that's fine. So I'm going to especially, you know, people locked up. And that's another thing, like shooting limited. Like Boone said this earlier, like blind is very limited 24. So them removing it, it's like, I mean, everything can be intertwined. So it's really not going to be too much for defense, especially, you know, people locked up, but if you can't
What they said in the interview was that they're streamlining the badges this year. So we know that. And secondly, for the person who was talking about the builds and all that, the cap breaker is the biggest deal here because when you make your build, you know, you have to go 5 extra levels and unlock the badges and unlock everything else. We're the first time they're doing this like this for us to be able to boost like the old days where you attributes go higher. So that cap breaker is going to be the deal breaker for the builds. When you talk about like a max defender, the easy thing to do is kind of keep 5 points away on certain attributes, lower it so you can hit that threshold. So that when you do unlock the extra 5 from cap breakers, that's going to be crazy.
Well, think about it, Nicole. If it's high curve, this is why I say be careful with that, right? We don't know where in the rec system you're going to get those plus right? If you might not get off 15, so that's why you have to really, if you're going to make a lot, you should start off by maxing those things. Wait, if you're a great lock and you can shoot, we're obviously going to know what's better with this year. That's something that you can, I don't know, but
from formal, that's what it is.
But the thing I'm looking at, they streamline the bet, but hit is also similar to takeovers. Which means that the mini takeovers are now, they do, I think they get plus 7 on like to your badges. I don't know if they're different for each one. The thing that I'm worried about is that they took out certain badges and now they're tied takeovers and the takeover league, which is that I gotta see more into that until
I like the system though. You're gonna be able to gradually unlock specific things in the takeover system. So as I play the first quarter, I have number 2 takeover and I have it, you know, active at all times for that time period.
Yeah, but my thing is, if blinders was a regular match, use at any point in time in the game, if you were good, right? Even if it didn't activate as much, you knew it was there. If I have to wait for a certain level to be able to have blinders, like if they're on my side, I don't need to test it as much. That's what like this convenience to get system. I don't see how you just 70 takeovers. I just don't. That's
yeah, I don't do that. You want to give it like how to make all that. You don't spend crazy shit. That's what I'm getting. Yo, we talking about Bro, he said like you could put like I said, like I said, if you go like different tiers, like
that's plus 1. That's what I'm talking about. That's plus 1. That's what I'm talking about. That's the one that you get through the season levels. Like at 15 you get plus 1 to your 2 badge, and then at 30 you get plus 1 to your tier 1 badge. This means you have the ability every season to put whatever badge you assign to it. Pass is like max. But at the max tier of the badge. Let's say I got if I have light in my Hall of Fame, when I upgrade the season, I can get to where I now officially can make that a legend badge, even if I don't like that.
I heard somebody say that's
Yeah, we set every season.
Yeah, that's kind of like how do we go about skill gap when it comes to that?
It automatically pops though. It's not like it just adds to your attributes.
Right, but I'm saying, like, you know, say for instance, you were playing well, but you got playing hard, it's like, you open corner, you still getting a takeover regardless if you're hitting shots, you're not playing good defense. But now, it's like, you can really predicate on how you're playing. So if you're not playing well, you're not getting any boost to your attributes at all. If anything, you're just kind of out there stagnant. You gotta play good or not. I mean, how do we go about
That's what I think.
That's why I think I feel skill gap is better than that.
I'm gonna still take over. I'm funny, man. So I think anyone can build in the post. So I see what said like that combined with 2K24 really fast. So again, blinder got incorporated into that. Faster shot if got moved to the paint policy.
Okay, good. That's the thing I was worried about. Like, why I thought we just had a normal. That makes sense.
Yeah, I figured it's probably really good. I think
Hey, yo, fellas, I want to get everybody in. Y'all got my stream notes. I appreciate y'all entertaining. I'm gonna let y'all be. Is gonna catch y'all. Let's do this more consistently. All right, y'all. That's all I got to say. All right. So playing. So right now I'm recording video, breaking this down. I'm looking at the guys on my own right now. If you want to jump in with me, have fun. I'm setting it. This is the stream for that. I gotta look into it real quick. Open this article again and get the pictures of everything so far. It's a lot of information. Too much information. It's gonna be a long day. Let me look up the new information, by the way. I'm going through the motions right now, kind of looking at information. Alright, so right now, Wolf just said all badges got combined. For example, Linus got incorporated with that, and Fast Switch got moved into Paint Project, which is awesome. This is important news, specifically to me. And so I gotta collect all this info, put it into one day post. Alright, let's get it. We go here, we'll go on my Twitch, and then we're gonna start the video discussing everything and breaking it down in detail. There's so much to get into, I'm gonna have to take it easy for one step at a time on this information. But today, my favorite, my career, let me write this down. And Wolf, put all this in notes so that I have it for this breakdown. Important things. So he said that. First time gameplay, it's the MP. Georgie Swabin. Oh yeah, high course, getting another turn. That's a big one. Really happy about that. That's a great news. These do a lot of 1-on-1s on there. Destroy people to 0. All top players, content creators. Legend. Okay. Almost done. New takeover system. Here it is. New takeover system 72. Put that on top. I'm actually really working. I get stuff down to setting it up for you guys. 43 badges. I have all, so I'm sure it's that. I've used to kind of streamlining all the badges blending together. Just looking at all the information. That is so cool. It's a big day, folks. It's a big day. Oh no. Shout out to hanging to a lot of people, 200 plus. That's not a lot compared to like the big time streams, but we appreciate it. No, we're not trying to fast, man. Y'all get bothered. Especially if you're watching on YouTube, they're great. Alright, so I think I got all the news set up. Random takeover system. Might just I'm Wolf. This text. This is he's working on it. Let me paste this info. Great. And we're good. We got most of it. There's a lot to digest and talk about, but we're doing this. Okay. There goes. Alright, folks. gonna be an official video for me. I'm actually gonna turn my camera off. So I'll watch pure gameplay. And yeah, pretty good. Is this video playing right now? It is. Why isn't it playing? It's on but not playing. That's weird. There it goes. Hey. Welcome to the course side breakdown. We just got news about the MyPlayer, aka the Builder, MyCareer, a lot of details. Zach Zimmerman, as you can see here with our buddy Chris Manning, also breaking down all the details you need to know about NBA2k25's brand new systems. And there's a lot of stuff that they talk about. So we're gonna dive all the way down the rabbit hole and hopefully get you guys hyped as I am, because I share all my joy in these videos, letting y'all know what it is. With that said, let's dive into it. So today they talk about the Builder, aka the MyPlayer. The Builder is very important to that. Tons of new archetypes and new systems. There's a new agility system. They changed some of the mechanics within the Builder when it comes to the attributes, so that's important. And then they also added a lot of different things like crazy legend badges that are red. On top of that, takeovers that are ridiculous. There's so much more. So let's go into one by one, discussing what's happening. Yes, the community builds are back. That's a cool feature. Takeovers have craziness, and we're gonna dive into it. I want to just show you the actual visuals of the Builder first, and kind of talk about it very quickly before we go into all the other details. So you can see right here, this Builder looks similar, and it is similar to be real. Pretty similar to what we've already known and what we love, but they did tweak some of it and change it to help enhance the game. Last year, speed with ball really wasn't as big of a factor when it comes to your launches. They're saying this year it is, because they tweaked it. They also took out specific ability and now made it into agility. So you're gonna have a new setup for the system when it comes to agility. And this is critical because it's gonna be for your defense lateral movement, for your off-ball launches, and for your cuts off ball. So that's the focus for agility. And then speed with ball is gonna be able to enhance your launches with your dribbles. So it's gonna be interesting because it's true. We're all gonna have very high speed with ball for dribble heads, and that's a good thing in a lot of ways. And speaking of that, as you can see on the right side here, there's a brand new badge type, and it's called Legends. And we don't know everything about this, but we do know that it's gonna be the highest and it's gonna cost the most. I'm assuming somewhere in the high 95 and above to unlock them and have them able to get that point. This is gonna just make you crazy strong, I think, and make you really handle your business. And so this is the main thing that I took away from just looking at the Builder. There's nothing else that's too crazy. All typical stuff. We're gonna get more to this in a minute. I want to dive into the badges for a couple minutes. This is gonna be its own video, and I'm gonna break down in detail in the near future. But what I can talk about when it comes to the badges, it's kind of crazy. Okay, the badges have been confined, or let's just say streamlined is the word they use on their setup, where you're able to have multiple badges stacked up. Okay, and this is an important thing that I think that devs kind of address. Our buddy Wolf, one of the developers, he mentioned this, and I thought it was a very important thing to kind of take away. He said basically a lot of the badges from 2K24 are going to be moving over to 2K25. And then he gave an example. Blinders got incorporated into Deadeye. And he said fast Twitch got moved into Paint Prodigy. These are top tier stuff in my opinion, and it's super critical. The legend badges are also very good, where these are the red ones, and I'm not sure how that system works. It's crazy detailed. I would question them about how much stronger. Of course, not exact attributes, but it's out there on what that is. Sooner or later we'll figure it out. I'll think probably like 3 to 5 extra attributes type of thing, extra percentages. It depends on the badge, because sometimes it's percentages, sometimes it's like little attributes. Things like that can unlock specific animations that are very helpful in game. So who knows? But that is super cool. We're gonna run through some of the just key information. I'm not going to do too much down here. Just show you guys who the key information. Talk about it. And start off with this over 100 plus new possible for builds to compare to make. So that's awesome. The best thing that I love is the first time in build tester. So never have to other guys. Just go there and do this. Check out your roles, practice every round, spot shots. And the craziest best thing I've been able to let me see my attributes in build. And he literally said, "Hey, Mac, no, you never navigate for this. You understand? You're tired of not having to see attributes until after you build. Now you're gonna be able to see that." And Zach has been amazing on this. He's listening to the streets, you know what I'm saying? And he goes, and this to me is super cool. You're gonna go in there, put the right attributes, and then go into test where I have to play a full game, and I just freestyle. Like freestyle games, like I was saying. There's 40 badges, and there's new takeovers. Takeovers 72 is the reason. 72 takeovers, and then 14 takeovers. Very explains details, but basically you have 5 levels of takeover, and you're slowly leveling up to 5 where you're able to activate ability from what I've seen. And so that's gonna be crazy. And we'll see what those things like. I don't know for sure. And I don't know how it works, but one thing you can say is each takeover has its own requirements to unlock. So I'm not sure what it is, but the example they use, you cannot have a 53 ball or mid-range and all 5 shooting takeovers. You get that? That's crazy. 50, if you takeovers, the takeovers build strength, which is crazy good. Another big one that they talk about is a big one for a lot of us. These are a lot of ones in MyCareer. Now we have MyCareer coming back to the video. We have been reviews that got when it comes to news information. And I'm just hyped for it. I think that is a smart move necessary for us players. And I love it. I do want to dive into some of the understanding what we got for this. I do have the hardcore for those who are watching. For really watching because somebody right here. So we're going to go over and try to discuss a couple of things that I was saying. For me personally, I need to know about these attributes and the systems and how they play, because that's going to determine a lot of my playstyle. And so agility, being tied to your defensive lateral movement, being tied to cutting to the basket or off-ball movement in general, that is huge for defensive players. And offensively, it can't be necessary like a off-ball player who must be open. But I think this attribute might be one of those that you might want to know, because speed of ball will dribble faster this year. And so if that's the case, we're going to have a whole different ball game. And I love that. I think that is necessary to kind of think about what is going to happen and how that's going to change. Another thing I also see on here is rebounding defense offense is now purple instead of red, and that is something I'm interested in how that's actually play out and what's that going to be like. Right? But just imagine I'm able to go here and start working on the build and then check what animations I have and then be ready to go from there. So it's super cool, new system that I'm definitely loving and cannot wait for. And speaking of waiting for, we have a lot of the old badges in here, but we have new things like the Paint Project. I just talked about Paint Project ended up getting something new out of it, and it's about how they're combined. And that is something with fast switch. So that means you're going to be able to do 2 badge from last year. And there should be a lot of them in the game that are streamlined for you to be able to do it. So just curious about like the range or set shot, which is more standing shots. This is going to be key one for me. A lot of times you think I just stand shot, even without standing, you on move, do a quick stop, and then activate that right shooting. And it's very important to stack badge. For me, being able to understand this before you even starting to break down how I'm going to set up some of the build. Of course, I know the actual requirements for all of Fame and the new Legends badge setup. But I'll tell you guys that we're going to be able to get down one down that goal. I'll probably when time comes. It's not too far away. I promise you. We'll be able to get into it. And so check out a little bit of a gameplay. Got a lot of gameplay in this new interview with most of these questions. I'll break out. So there's a little cut here of player dribbling and start. And, this is early on, so I'm sure how it's going to play out more. Can't wait to get my hands on my own. There's way too much to dive into when it comes to the overall experience with this game, as far as like MyCareer, which I do a separate video for. That should be popping up now. I got giveaways from my other YouTube channels, so make sure you hit those and stick around with me as we lock it in for the year NBA2k25. Alright, see you there. Peace. Everybody watching, I love you guys, man. I see 250 plus people watching. I appreciate y'all on the live stream while I'm recording my videos and hanging with the fans, man. You know, making this video for you. And yeah, here's when I start recording. Oh man. Oh, get a little extra. That's too fun. Maybe you can pause these recordings. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break on this water. We're gonna keep breaking this down. This is gonna be MyCareer. So MyCareer stuff is dope. Actually, it's really dope. And I play offline a bunch, but you know how it is. You play online most of the time. Well, I play online most of the time. Not offline as well. Love both. Me too. So, hit it. Let's get this. Why is my recording not stopping? It's literally frozen. I've never seen this before. What's going on? I'm right back though.
Locking with me. Let's listen to these guys. Matter of fact, while we're at it. Let's see. Let's go into the conversation. Can I turn this up? First audio. And put it on too loud. Put it on like that. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I don't want to copyright strike by playing this whole time. You know how that goes. Put this up real quick. How's everybody's been hanging? The watch so good. We got one video done. I'm gonna upload that joint in a bit. Gotta get that video out. Right now. Yo, something's going on in my recordings. That's crazy. Bro, I have to end the stream just because I can't stop the recording. I just recorded that video. I'm gonna put it up. Give me all the time. Alright, we're not gonna listen to this. Turn that off for a moment. But yeah, a lot of good stuff, man. Hey, MyCareer looks like a good time. Just chill and vibe out to it. I'll even stream it as I play. It'd be a fun ride. I'm not out here just racing these people. You know what I mean? People get on game, they want to like, oh, let me get on the park. Like, I'll play MyCareer for a week. I have to just get my character maxed out, whatever it takes. You know, and enjoy the experience, all that. And just rush through things. Oh, let me get on. Just missing out on the fun of kind of making your build, building it up. But bro, where's the reward in that? Yeah, that's just me. And by the way, I'm really excited about this whole. Wait a minute, I think everything's just. I think my stream's on. We turn off that video.